So guys, just figured I'd make a quick little video here talking about some upcoming competitions in my area that are kind of on my radar. You'll probably have noticed most of my powerlifting training has been done beltless, and that will change pretty soon. I'm on my deload right now, but as of next week, I'm gonna start including singles, and the reason is because Night of the Living Deadlift is coming up, or at least this is the time of year that it usually does. It's an annual thing. So far, I haven't heard anything about it for sure yet, but that's the competition that last year I pulled my current PR of 440 pounds at, and I want to break that. At the moment in my training, I have been on the rise in terms of body weight. I'm sitting around like 175-ish nowadays, which is about 6 or 7 pounds heavier than I was at the arm wrestling tournament that I competed at a few months ago. So I'm feeling a lot stronger than I was then in both arm wrestling and powerlifting. If I can, I'll be looking to compete in the 176 and under weight class. It's not super imperative for me though if I end up, because I'm also planning on bulking up to 180. And if I could do like a mini water cut or just cut down carbs in a few days leading up to it, then potentially I could get down to 175. But if I can't, I can't. I'm not in a not over that, because I'm looking to just pull a PR, just an all-time record for myself. So one way or another, I'm gonna do that. So we're starting singles now. I'll have another training cycle where I do mostly beltless work with belted singles, and then the peak will start. I believe I'm getting 8 weeks of runway for that. So very good, very good. Right now, powerlifting is the main focus. Just got off of a pretty substantial arm wrestling specialization period. Still did squats, still did deadlifts, still did bench, but it was on the back burner. Out of the powerlifting movements, I'm mainly focusing deadlift and bench, just because bench is moving really well and it like never does for me. So I'm capitalizing on that when I can. And then, of course, to my major chagrin, another competition is being planned, an arm wrestling competition for what would probably be the exact day that Night of the Living Deadlift is on. So, unfortunate. I'm still going to be training arm wrestling even in this period leading up to Night of the Living Deadlift. So, one way or another, it's going to be a little bit of both. Arm wrestling now will be on the back burner, but if Night of the Living Deadlift turns out to, like, I end up hearing nothing about it and it just kind of gets blown over, then what I may do is I may just run a quick little peak PR in the gym, and then prepare what I can for the arm wrestling competition. One way or another, I'm doing one of those two. There's no scenario in my mind, unless school gets in the way, where I can imagine doing neither. So one of those two is going to be up in the future. I'll probably post an update when I hear more about Night of the Living Deadlift. Safe to say that if I do end up choosing the arm wrestling competition, I won't be getting like a proper peak for it. I won't have had a ton of time to, specialize in it specifically. But from what I understand, it's going to be a smaller tournament. I'll still be competing in the pro class. I have no intention to compete in the amateurs, even if I still do poorly in the pros, because I believe you can learn a lot from pulling with professionals. I feel like there's less to be learned when you're pulling with people who may even have less experience than you. So that's why I compete in the pros. But either way, I have been gaining weight. My lifts on all accounts have been going very well. I've been including more regular deloads, so I feel that my training has become more consistent. Of course, knock on wood with that. Either way, I believe that I will show up in a form that was better than the last time I competed, whether it be for arm wrestling or for powerlifting. So, just wanted to give you guys that quick little update on what's happening, what the hell am I doing, who am I? Sometimes I don't even know the answer to that. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys later.